Did you know that cancer is the leading cause of death by disease in children and adolescents in the U.S.? Cancer kills more kids in the U.S. than AIDS, cystic fibrosis, and congenital heart disease combined, according to Cancer Facts 2014. Today, I'm going to persuade you to be more aware of the government underfunding of pediatric cancer research and how to take action to make this a more well-known cause. I'm qualified to speak to you about this today because I'm the parent of a cancer survivor and I've personally lobbied in Washington to increase research funding. Many of you have kids, nieces, nephews, or grandkids, or know someone who has kids, so this could potentially affect everyone. Pediatric cancer survival rates could be improved by mobilizing funds for more research. I'm going to persuade you how to take action and showing you some startling statistics. These all are according to alexslemonadestand.org. Every year, an estimated 263,000 new cases of cancer will affect children worldwide. That's 720 new kids affected every day. Childhood cancer occurs regularly, randomly, and spares no ethnic group, socioeconomic class, or geographic region. In the United States, the incidence of cancer among adolescents and young adults is increasing at a greater rate than any other age group except those over 65 of age. Childhood cancer is not just one type of disease, it's made up of a dozen types, and it has countless subtypes. But less than 5% of all federal government funding goes to cancer research. Despite these facts that I just spoke to you about, cancer research is vastly and consistently underfunded. First, I'll discuss the problems surrounding the lack of funding for pediatric cancer research. Cancer funding is based on a formula called PYLL, and that stands for potential of years life lost. Based on that sentence alone, one would assume that most government research funding would be allocated towards pediatric cancer research because they would have the most years of potential life lost. But you would be wrong in that assumption. To put that in perspective, the government allocated last year $572.4 million towards breast cancer research. The average age of diagnosis of a breast cancer patient is 61 years, with a calculated potential of years life lost of 16, according to Ibarra 2014. The average age on diagnosis of a pediatric cancer patient is the age of 10, with a potential of years life lost of 67 years. In contrast, pediatric cancer only received $180 million in funding last year, according to Ibarra 2014. The next issue is treatment. While the FDA has approved 88 new drugs for cancer since January of 2000 for adults, only 3 were specifically approved for pediatric use. That's according to Leach 2014. So kids are receiving ridiculously toxic drugs that are not made for their immune systems or their small size. If anything I have said has motivated you on how to help fix the backwards calculation of the government research funding, let me help you give you some ways to help you get started. If a 10-year-old girl who is dying named Gabrielle Miller can get a law passed on her behalf by telling lawmakers to stop talking and start doing, according to Ibarra 2014, then we as healthy adults can surely get motivated to do something. You may or may not be aware that September is Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month. You can participate in things like a St. Baldrick's Shave-a-thon, where you shave your head for, you raise money. You can participate in walkathons that are sponsored by the children's hospitals. Sign-up fees are an average of $25 a person, and the more people that participate, the more money that is raised for cancer research funding, or assist with lobbying efforts. Many organizations exist, such as One Voice or CureFest. You can also write your state representatives, and that's all according to Leach 2014. In conclusion, by increasing funds for pediatric cancer research, we can increase the survival rates for pediatric cancers. Can you imagine being told that your child has cancer, but it's not to worry because treatments are appropriate and the survival rates are more than 90%? That personally would have saved me many sleepless nights because my daughter's cancer has a higher rate of risk of relapse than does a cure. That's the harsh truth of pediatric cancer. So write your lawmakers, participate in a fundraising event, even shave your head. If kids can lose their hair based on their treatments that they're receiving, we can shave our heads in solidarity. It's just hair. This month alone, 14,583 kids will be diagnosed with cancer alone. That's according to Leach 2014. Every single one of them is hoping that the next treatment will save their life. Thank you.